Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Cal Golden Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Just finished talking with the Golden Bears head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Golden Bears ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Allen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football, 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Allen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got the quick pass. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff again. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and 6 yards to go. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Left side is Perry. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing, Carr fires to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need to win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw them break on the football, get the pick 6. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Got his man to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Carr. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. Made a defender miss. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. And guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back them up. Still first and goal, but now more territory to navigate. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Got him right there.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Making his first move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3rd and long coming up. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Allen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job.
Makes a grab and room to run. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting it to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
On the run, it's Alexander. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get max.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cal. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Looking for space. It's Alexander. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They give it back to him. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To throw, it's Hammond. Looking down the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Carr. Look out! And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Play fake. Carr. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
He'll field it close to the 50. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Alexander.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The play fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking deep. Upstairs he's got it. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's Washington State setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. There he goes. The 40. Inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires quickly. Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Cal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Sets his feet, it's Hammond. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw one first.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Looking to throw again. Turns it upfield. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Carr, right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Carr. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He's got his man across the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Play action, Carr. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out wide left, it's Alexander. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Fires to the middle, and it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the back. Got some green grass. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Slap. Go.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's changing the play. Carr on play action. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. Carr. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
21.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Golden Bears with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Still looking. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Carr from the gun on third down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From deep, it's Allen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Deep in the end zone, it's Allen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out wide right, it's Addison. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute?